A big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace.com, the go-to platform for anybody wanting to take control of their online presence. With Squarespace, you can easily set up a great looking website without any previous web development skills, thanks to their huge library of ready-to-go customizable themes and templates. There are all kinds of templates available too, so no matter what industry or sector you're in, there's a great selection to choose from. They also offer starter layouts, which are particularly good for those of you that need that extra helping hand to get things started. You can choose from a number of pre-designed structures for specific purposes, such as contact, about, facts, and many more. For those of you who are a bit more advanced in this area, Squarespace also offer custom CSS, which can be applied to any template design through their built-in custom CSS editor. So no matter whether you're just starting out on your online journey, or you're looking for a platform that offers more advanced levels of customization, Squarespace should tick all your boxes. Visit squarespace.com/LivingLifeFast to sign up for your free trial today. And as a special offer for my audience, Squarespace are also giving you 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Go check them out after the video, and thanks for watching. How you doing, James?
Yeah, not bad, Ricky.
Welcome to Living Life Fast.
Yeah, I know, about time.
About time, man. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, really good. Really excited to be on the channel.
So, you only live around the corner from me?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
5-10 minutes?
Yeah, no, because I always see Emma going up and down the road, so I know you're not too far away.
Yeah. So, how old are you? 20 years old?
Yeah, 20.
And you're in one of my favourites. I've not been out in this one, which is why I'm really interested to get out in it. So, Renault Megane RS.
Yeah, 280 Cup.
280, yeah. So there's a few different versions of this, right?
Yeah. So you got the Renault Sport, which is without the Cup chassis, and then you got the Renault Sport 280 Cup with the Cup chassis.
Yeah.
You got the Trophy, that's also comes with the Cup chassis, and then you got the Trophy R, which is the all-out extreme. Which is like £72,000 carbon alloys and everything.
And this was on Top Gear last night as well. Yeah. So I just watched it. I don't really watch much TV, and like someone mentioned it, I just watched a little bit of it. But so 72 grand.
Yeah.
That's obviously with the 12 grand. Optional carbon wheels, like you say, and the carbon ceramics, So for people that are unaware, this is like, for me, this is a real driver's car. You know, the mindset behind Renault. That's why I rate that you've even got this, because I bet a lot of your friends are in Golf Rs.
Yeah, they're all Audi and BMW. So I thought I'd go for something a little bit different, to be honest.
Yeah. So what made you get into this then?
I don't know. I was looking on the market, and I was kind of held back from a 2 litre because of insurance as well.
Yeah.
And then my mate mentioned the RS, and then I proper started looking into them, and I was like, this is a really driver-focused car, and it's all set up to be kind of how I'd want it to be. So
it's a 1.8 turbo, isn't it?
Yeah, 1.8 turbo.
Yeah, previous was a 2 litre, right?
Yeah, 2 litre, and then before there were only 3-door, so now this is the first 4-door they've done.
Yeah, that's right.
So they call it the 280 Cup, but this was pre-run on a dyno at 270.
Okay.
So it's between 270 and 276, and the Trophy that comes around 296.
Right.
Even though they call that the 300.
And front wheel drive, limited slip differential.
Yeah.
Well, they got 4-wheel steer.
Yeah, 4-wheel steering. At lower speeds, in like race mode, it will steer opposite direction, and then at higher speeds, it will go parallel in the same direction as the front wheels.
So it kind of makes this car feel a lot more agile, right?
Oh yeah, it's so nimble. If you get it on a country road, it will eat them.
Yeah.
I originally bought the car from K-Tech Racing. They had the car as a kind of a prototype car to test and do all their mapping on, and then they bought a Trophy when that came out. So this was kind of just sitting in their showroom. So I bought it, and then went back the month after I bought it, got it remapped, new brakes, dump valve, forged inlet hose. But yeah, so it's now 320 brake.
320 brake,
yeah.
And what's that done? Is it spinning up at the front by any chance?
Before, when I had the Bridgestone Potenzas, it was really bad, really spinning up.
Okay.
But since getting the PS4s, I've had no trouble.
This is just the story of my life on this channel. Everyone that puts them on, it just sorts their car right out. No disrespect to Renault, but it's not like the equivalent RS3. You can get like an extra 200 horsepower for an RS3 almost. So this has got, what is it, running around 50 horsepower over stock, yeah?
Yeah, 50 horsepower.
And still some development. Obviously, it's fairly new, isn't it?
Yeah,
fairly new. So still developing like an induction kit.
Yeah,
for this, right?
so hopefully March time, I'll be getting the next stage. So we'll be hopefully getting a Wagner intercooler, KTR induction kit, new exhaust system, boost pipe, strut braces, you name it. So we're just trying to really push as much power out as possible as we can. Hopefully it'll be the fastest Megane in the UK at the time. So
totally new design as well, isn't it? You've got these sort of concept style headlights, and I think this is quite a feature. It helps direct air to the engine. And guys, like my Renault Megane, just to let you know, it was, I mean, look, they're livable, but this is a whole new design. It's a lot more luxurious. You know, if you're coming from the German equivalent, you know, it still may not be a cup of tea, but this is, from what they've come from, this is really, really nice. So you obviously daily drive this, right?
Yeah, daily drive it. I mean, I've almost done over 12,000 miles in it in the past, was it 4 months? 4 or 5 months. Loved every minute.
Fuel range, what's that like?
Drive it nicely, could get around 400 miles, but
that's
amazing. Yeah, it's really good. But if you drive it like me, a bit of a hoonigan sometimes, you'll get maybe 250.
250?
Yeah, 250 to 300.
Okay. All right, should we jump out and take a spin?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Cool.
Man's out in the Megane RS.
Yeah, I know.
Already learning young.
Dream come true.
Yeah, and you can see straight away that this cabin is an evolution from the pre-gens, man. It's always been a bit of a complaint with the Renaults. And as I say, like, coming from a German car, there still will be complaints, but for how rewarding it is to drive, I've just found if you're into your driving, cabin quality isn't the most relevant thing. I never thought I'd own a GTR simply because of the cabin quality.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that it's bad, it's just when you're used to German cars, it's like, I'm sorry to keep bringing it up because it is like a nice place to be, man. It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You say this, like, you've got this G-force meter, show you
speed.
speed.
You got everything. You got your torque, your brake horsepower, your steering angles.
Oh wow, so it shows the different angles of the wheels. Oh, okay, sweet. They was considering making this four-wheel drive.
Yeah, and then on the Trophy R, as I said earlier, that they've taken the four-wheel steering out just to save on that little bit of weight.
100 plus kilos lighter, right?
Yeah, they've put in the smaller screen just to save, I think they saved about 200 grams or something ridiculous. 200
grams?
Yeah.
It just shows this is the mindset of Renault, do you know what I mean? Like they're a company that are from Formula One, you know? When you start talking grams, you know they're serious about driving. But I just really do want people to understand how amazing these Renault products are, man. Like, because they are so damn capable, and for a front-wheel drive car, I mean, that's why I'm so interested in 6-speed manual.
Yep.
And they do come with a dual clutch option as well, don't they?
Yeah.
And you're saying even at 320 horsepower with the tune, there's still no wheel spinning first?
No, I mean, I've only had the Pilot Sports on for it's not even been a week yet, I don't think. And I've literally had no issues with it spinning up.
Wait, this interior looks bloody nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The lights. Have you changed the colour?
Yeah. So with the different modes, you can set it up. So
I like that blue.
Yeah, comfort. I've got green. Sport. You've got red.
Sick. It's nice in there. I promise you. Like, as I say, if you've come from the pre-gen RS or just Megane, it's definitely a game changer. You've got this nice carbon style, like what is it? Like a leather carbon almost.
Yeah.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Nice print.
Doesn't look cheesy. No. Like normally it can look real cheesy, those carbon effects in cars. I wonder what the weight is on this. Do you have any idea? It's got to be around 15 mark, isn't it?
No, I think it's actually around 1900.
No.
So, yeah.
No. Yeah, and the sound's nice in the cabin, right?
Yeah.
As in, we're hiding a lot of road noise. Feels very insulated.
Yeah.
We're taking right, yeah? Yeah, not much engine sound going on, is there?
No, I mean, there's a little bit when it does grunt. But since I've had the dump valve put on, you just get all those whooshes now, which I love.
And this manual gearbox is the same from the pre-gen RS.
Yeah, the only difference is it's shorter throw,
yeah.
And I think a tighter gate on it.
Yeah, really quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
No engine sound whatsoever. And this engine is actually the same one they put in the Alpine. Is it the
Yeah, the Alpine is that full. I think it's almost full aluminium engine now.
I can feel that. Yeah, because I've driven a Porsche Turbo. Ooh, that's a nice pull there, isn't it? Yeah, the mid-range is really nice on this. Sorry, what I was just mentioning then is I've driven Porsche Turbos that have got the four-wheel steering, and they really do.
Yeah,
they're really accurate. Every little movement of the steering wheel, they almost feel a little too agile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was noticing there at high speed it was kind of. And was that in race mode or?
This is in Perso. So in Perso you can set it up to how you want it to be. So I've got it set up as if it was race, but without taking the ESC off.
Mode,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's stable as hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even going through puddles like that. I can actually feel, as you're tugging the wheel, I can feel how it's quite eager to turn.
Yeah.
And there's some really good deals on these. Like, I'm looking last night on the website. Guys, £229 per month. I think it's 6k down. It might be 0% APR, I think I was even seeing, but 229 quid a month, and you've got a brand new Megane RS. Like on Top Gear, like Chris was saying, I think I'm just at the end I was watching. And based on the driving experience itself, okay, the Trophy R is 72 grand with the carbon brakes, carbon wheels, but based on the driving experience itself, it's worth the money. But if you base it on other factors, like then you might look at it like 72 grand, no way. But like even this, guys, like you can pick these up for what, 22, 23 grand, 24 usually. On the driving experience alone, there's nothing really. You got the FK8 Civic, but I'm sure that this is now the new fastest on the Nürburgring, right?
Yeah,
Lap record. Not this one, but the
Trophy R.
Trophy R. I just find it amazing that Renault are willing to build a car, you know, like carbon wheels. Like,
Yeah,
what the hell
I
are they
know.
like, imagine, like, I would just love for BMW to make one seriously sick M4 or M3. Obviously, we've got the GTS and the CS, but they're not overtaking left. Then they're just okay. The GTS maybe a little bit different, but the CS, you're talking stock suspension, and it's a stock M4, just slightly recalibrated, lighter wheels. Renault, as I say, like when you start talking about saving 200 grams and carbon wheels, 12 grand wheels, guys. Just shows you the mindset, man. And Honda are the same as well. Like, they're clearly driving enthusiasts that are, and the masses, the masses are not going to be with it, are they? Because, you know, a lot of people are badge snobs, and even myself.
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh shit. Right, let's get into a better driving decision. Ooh, turbo feels very eager, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Straight away reminds me of my Megane. There's almost a bit of lag. Are we in comfort right now, or are we in race mode?
you're in a Perso, so it's the equivalent to race, but without ESC and traction.
So yeah, like look, initially lag, and then it's weird. As I said, I did own one of these, so I'm very familiar with the engine.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, the controls like very, very light. The clutch feels like you're pushing into thin air, right?
Yeah.
And some cars you can't get into, and you just know them inside out immediately. Yeah, it's so quiet in this cabin, isn't it? There's absolutely no. Well, I mean, you can hear the throatiness of the exhaust, and that is what I noticed about the pre-gen. Thinking about it, lighter steering feel than previously, but yeah, very agile. You can feel that for it's almost turning like a snake, isn't it? Like, yeah, you know what? The reason this don't spin up is because the mapping is so smooth.
Yeah.
Interesting, because this has been tuned as well. You say, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely. I mean, I wonder what these are like in stock form, but. A very progressive power.
Yeah.
It's not a low down hit of torque. It builds smoothly, which is why this car doesn't spin up. You don't get that hit of torque. You don't pin you in your seat, but it is, you know, it feels almost naturally aspirated, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously turbocharged. Like even then, like just it initially just kind of pulls and then kicks in. Definitely a much more grown up Megane now.
Yeah.
Without fail, like. It's definitely a really nice place to be. Not that I really minded the cabin of the pre-gen. But yeah, this is definitely a little more luxurious. Let's go third here. Look at that. Yeah, you can feel how agile that is, man. Like, even at high speed, it's really sort of, you know, it's got a light wheel. You can't kind of lean on the steering wheel. Wow, there's no torque steer whatsoever. But with that four-wheel steering, I'm not sure if it's still working at these speeds, but it is very, very nimble. Like, even at these kind of speeds, it's seriously trying to tuck in. Definitely reminds me of the Porsche Turbo. It's like you could be on a dual carriageway and you just go to the right lane and it really moves along like in, I don't know, man, what's that bloody frog game? Yeah, it's like it sidesteps like this. It definitely feels less analog than before. Yeah. But the wheels definitely lighter. Still a reasonable weight to it.
Oh yeah, no, so when obviously you're in race and sport, it makes it a lot heavier. Yeah, so if I put it in comfort, you'll feel it's a lot lighter now. I don't know if you can notice.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter, yeah. Yes, no torques there. I mean, under full acceleration. Jeez, that revs out, man.
Yeah.
It's not got a harsh throttle, everything's very smooth. Yeah. Like, it's not aggressive. I'm not sure if it's purposely like that because of the focus on what they're trying to make, you know, obviously for track driving and hard B-road driving, you know, you want everything to be super smooth, don't you? So yeah, it's been flawless though, you saying, reliability,
Yeah, I mean,
you've had it.
I topped up the oil the other day because it needs a service, so that'll happen when it goes in for all the other bits. But apart from that, there's not been one flaw with it.
It's definitely hiding a bit of the feedback. I suppose I've had to make the car a bit more grown up. It's definitely pretty quick though. Let's see what it's like around it. Wow, yeah. The turning's ridiculous, man. It's seriously...
You almost don't have to think. You just know it's going to do it.
Yeah, and I noticed with my car that, honestly, it gives you so much confidence that you just felt like you could drive as fast as you wanted into any corner.
But then at that point it gets dangerous because you feel like you're invincible.
Oversteer, you get the...
As I was saying to you earlier with the Potenzas, they
back used to come out,
Yeah. So I feel like if I had the Potenzas on right now, you'd feel like the car was completely different because it would be spinning up. It feels like it's even got more power than it does because of it.
Yeah. It's interesting because, guys, it's like I'm driving it and obviously you've seen me driving different cars and yeah, you have to start driving this car really fast, I think, to kind of appreciate it more. It's not a car that you can drive at lower speeds and appreciate. Yeah. It's so stable, it's masking a lot of the road feeling. Wow, that is amazing. That is completely stuck to the road. You know, if I know it's a capable car, I know it can do X amount of time around the track, it just gives me a bit more confidence when I'm driving around. And like, for example, like I've been in cars where I've gone too hot into a corner and it's jumped straight into an understeer and I've nearly crashed it, do you know what I mean? Whereas when in my Megane, for example, I remember having a situation where I was going really hot into a corner and where it's so bloody good, like it kind of has your back. Like you can be not as good of a driver, but it quickly corrects itself. Whereas if you're in a car like my Mark II Focus ST, if I'd done the equivalent in that car that I did in the RS, I would have wrote the ST off 100%. So yeah, this is a car that I suppose you can drive it pretty hard, and it will always pull through the other end. 5.8 seconds to 60, 158 miles per hour top speed. You've done more than that, haven't you?
Yeah, so on a closed road, I had 163.
But yeah, I mean, this is a car that definitely needs to hit the track. Yeah. And I can feel the fact that that gearbox has got a shorter throw. Yeah. It feels solid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man, I like those random bangs as well.
Yeah, because it's only a sense pipe delete, it's kind of very temperamental with the bangs. It will either, you can get it to bang very, very often, or it will give you a little burble and then just a random bang.
Wow. Honestly, guys, the way that this is staying so stable under acceleration, that front's moving like it's four-wheel drive. Wow, that is actually pretty ridiculous, isn't it? That is like nothing to this car. Like, look how straight it's staying. Yeah, this is it's pretty scary, really, at the same time, because it is so focused at speed that all you're going to find yourself doing is just trying to go faster and faster.
Yeah, and until you reach
until
that
you
limit,
basically
yeah.
crash.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is like, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's got a big wheel, hasn't it? Big steering wheel.
Yeah. I found that it's quite bulky.
Yeah, it's almost out of proportion to
Yeah.
the cabin. But I mean, what can I say, guys? Driving's your thing. This is the bargain of the century, really. Like, what, sub 20k? If an F8 M3 is in front of this car with the equivalent driver, you couldn't get away from this car. Like, that's a fact. Like, you want to plug any social media, any companies? Or?
Yeah, so my Instagram's rs_4cup. And at KTech Racing, the guys that tuned it. So if any Megane owners out there or Clio RS, you want to get your car done, head over there and they'll sort you out. Adam's a really nice guy. He knows his stuff, so you won't be lost. Don't worry.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll leave all your links in the description. Guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.